There is a place on earth where you can go and be totally safe to be who you truly are. A place where there is no shame or fear for who you are. Where it is okay to be you, the most beautiful you there ever was, there is, and that there ever will be. The place I speak of is a water temple where you can bathe in its baptismal fountain just as you are, where every pain, trauma, wound, worry, all gets washed away. With every tear cried, a new stitch to close an old wound. Except, in the way of this water temple is a hideous crocodile lurking just beneath the waterline. Its eyes staring up directly at you, at your feet, ready to pounce the moment you furtively dip in. This ferocious crocodile craves and fiends only for the sight, taste, and devouring of shame. The only way to escape the clutches of the crocodile is by becoming unseeable and unsavory to him. That is, by dropping your shame. Every last bit of it. All of which represents the images, rites, and rituals associated with healing, activating, and harmonizing the second step in the Kundalini chakra journey, the orange Svadhisthana Chakra of the water element, and Rakini, a form taken by the feminine Ida, called the Virgin Mother of God, Mary. Learn the Masonic knowledge of these rites and more in this Occult Secrets Revealed about the water temple of your second chakra and how you can trump the crocodile too. The word Svadhisthana comes from the Sanskrit words Svad, meaning self, and Adhisthana, meaning abode. The Svadhisthana Chakra is thus the abode of the self. An abode one reaches in oneself after successfully taming and subduing the Sphinx of Saturn in your first red root Muladhara chakra of the earth element. As the crocodile of Pluto in the second chakra represents our shame, the Sphinx of Saturn represents our suffering in the first chakra of earth. The lesson learned from the first Muladhara chakra is that suffering only lasts as long as our attachment to it, and that the second we drop our suffering, the Sphinx of Saturn leaves us alone and even becomes docile, thus solving the ever-perplexing riddle of the silent Sphinx. The Sphinx's riddle is that Earth is only a prison of suffering when you become convinced you are suffering. But everything is a matter of choice, and in a field of consciousness. So, truly, no one is making you suffer, but you're thinking you are so, and thus choosing it to be. Once you master this lesson, the Muladhara chakra opens, becomes healed, releases the old pain by burning it all up in its fires, thus allowing you to rise reborn like a phoenix into the next Svadhisthana second chakra of forgiveness. And in the tale of Christmas, we have reached the chestnuts roasting on the open fire. The first rite, or spiritual act, one must perform to begin activating the second chakra is forgiveness. Forgiveness of those who did make you suffer, and preemptively, for anyone in the future who might. This forgiveness does not need to be expressed to the person you are forgiving. In fact, don't. Allow yourself to forgive spiritually, because spirit is all things and is the first cause. Thus, trust that when you forgive spiritually, per the Kabbalion Hermetic principle of cause and effect as well, the manifestation of forgiveness will be the effect to the cause of your spiritual forgiveness. Try this out in your life. Test it, because spirit loves to be tested, and prove miracles do work for you too. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. You will never forget unless Alzheimer's sets in. But why pretend having Alzheimer's if you don't? Therefore, forgiveness means boundaries as well. For example, while you forgave your perpetrators for your suffering, do not go back running to them or embracing them with open arms. Do not be a fool. Forgiveness means the wisdom you also gained to prevent future suffering. The boundaries you create with wise forgiveness do not mean walls. For example, you do not need walls between you and a parent who made you suffer, whether physically, emotionally, or psychologically. But you should have boundaries. However, if you do need a wall between you and anyone, don't worry. You don't need one when you are working through your suffering and shame through a Kundalini journey. Because instead of a wall on either side of you, you reconnect with the already flowing and energetic torsion field that naturally pulses from you as a donut-shaped torus or bubble. And this bubble is stronger than any wall. It naturally repels by virtue of its magnetism. So whatever you do not want naturally vibrates through the magnetic field from you as a pulse of repellent, thus repelling it. Conversely, whatever you do want naturally vibrates through the magnetic field as an attractant, thus attracting it. All done through the power of the mind and the free will to choose. To choose first and foremost yourself as you are, trusting it is okay to be you as you, because spirit was the first cause of how you identify, not you and not this world. For example, you may identify as American, but you are not American. You are spirit. The world and everyone else, the crocodile of Pluto, may disagree and object, but they are secondary to the first cause in you, which is spirit. What society sees with crocodilic hatred, value, and judgment on the surface is secondary to the first cause of your soul within, and that soul is meant to be expressed regardless of society's crocodile of shame. If you are part of the SGLBT spectrum, and you are if you are 6 feet above, not under, your purpose is to express, be the manifested effect of God's first cause of the spectrum of SGLBT expression. Everything exists as the expression of a spectrum, from heat and cold, youth, senior, atom, galaxy, SGLBT. Our society loves playing the crocodile of shame to God, which is why we are living in hell on earth, and why it is imperative that you allow the belief that you are loved and lovable as you are. Let this deeply root itself in you to not only overcome society's crocodile, but bring God, the first true cause, onto this plane we call life on earth, and make of life a heaven on earth. Which is why God and the true healing you seek from the world will never be found out and amongst the people, the perfect partner, the churches, the LGBT movements, the BLM movements, the Trump movement, pride for your nation and its flag, what have you. All of them are false security blankets compared to the awesome divine power of being at one with God, which naturally equates to unity with all mankind. So, you have no need for those identity labels unless you allow Pluto's crocodile of societal shame hypnotize you. Burning the veil of illusion away brings you back to unity, and realizing all those movements were shams, and as they are meant to numb your mind from God like a drug, they are legitimate, government-run paraphernalia disguised as civil rights movements. God and the true healing you seek from the world will only ever be found in you, in the abode of self, in your water temple, represented by your second Svadhisthana Chakra, which is not only your water temple, but also the mythical and very real, and your very own fountain of youth. And when rebalanced, the ultimate gift of this chakra is. And if you would like help increasing prana and decreasing entropy in this chakra, be sure to get a virginal conception and rebirth mala from the Occult Secrets Revealed shop. And if you would like to partake in this chakra activation meditation and join the others who have already started their Kundalini journeys, become a member of this channel today by going on your internet browser on your laptop or desktop, not the mobile app. Go to our channel's homepage and click the join icon. For just $4.99 a month, you'll get to begin your chakra Kundalini journey and enjoy additional perks like a monthly full moon meditation and monthly Crystal Serpent astronomy report. If you would like your own Crystal Serpent astronomy report, be sure to book now. The waitlist is growing ever longer, and I only have 5 more slots left for this year of 2023 for the foreseeable future. To you who are ready, I want to give you the 13 keys to Metatron. Book now. Slots are limited, and once taken, I don't know when I will be able to initiate a new group of initiates. So either get your mala or reserve your report now. But don't leave the Occult Secrets Revealed shop empty-handed. You will thank you. And until next time, trust and believe that it is okay to be you, the most beautiful you there ever was, there is, and that there ever will be. Because you are not a story that can be told twice, and there will never again be a stage for you to perform but this one, right here, right now. So be you, the most beautiful you.